There's no better time to find these tremendous Mazda savings than right now at Team Mazda. Get 0% financing on any new Mazda CX-5, Mazda CX-30, Mazda CX-50, or the Mazda CX-90. Find out just how much you can save at Team Mazda on Airline.
Oh man, I'd love to go. We talked about going to Vegas on a week from Sunday.
A week from Sunday. We were just talking about football season. Week 0 is that they call it week 0. Not everybody's on the field yet, but you start to get that taste and that flavor. And football season around the corner.
How did this happen?
I don't know.
Seems like we just said the last game last fall.
Well, it can't happen fast enough. I mean, a lot of folks, it's just football is way of life. In Louisiana, you kidding? Friday Night Lights?
Oh yeah, big time.
Get out of here. Your Penn State and Indy Lions
ranked in the top 10. So we'll take that. Actually what we have in common is Death Valley here in Baton Rouge and Penn State, where I went to college. They're usually number 1 and number 2 for the atmosphere. They rank the top 10 football atmospheres and the top 10 football tailgates. Yeah. And we're 1 and 2 every year. I mean,
the whiteout at the Penn State, I mean, that's impressive.
Right.
I mean, that is impressive. It's if you've never seen it, just check the whiteout. That is a lot of folks on the same page.
People will make fun of us too. They say, well, Penn State, they don't have a good record in that whiteout game. But yeah, because we schedule the toughest.
Yeah,
we're usually playing Ohio State or Michigan, who, by the way, won the whole thing.
There's a specific game. Is it homecoming?
It's usually the big game. Yeah. So a lot of times our toughest opponent, that'll be the whiteout, which is why our record is not so good. When you're playing Ohio State, Michigan, it's tough. It's not easy.
Yeah. Wow. Are you going to some games?
I definitely am going to some of the games, and I'll be supporting the concessions for.
Supporting the concessions?
Yeah.
But not going to Vegas?
No, I'm not going to go to Vegas. I'm going to go to the beach.
Because
I'm off Monday, right?
That's why I hear.
Yeah. Matt goes, there's traffic Monday. Why are you off?
Because it's not a holiday.
Labor Day.
It is.
Labor Day.
Not this Monday, a week from Monday.
Oh, God.
Yeah, a week from this Sunday's LSU football.
Right.
Watch that and stay at the beach for them. Yeah.
Johnny Asian worked it into whatever contract he's got that he doesn't work like holidays because they don't schedule commercials for his traffic report. And that way he doesn't have to come in. Meanwhile, we'll be running the cameras because there will be traffic.
Oh yeah, we'll be here. I'll be here on Labor Day.
No, you haven't watched. He was about to say I've watched and there's not.
I tried to get Labor Day off. I couldn't do it.
You guys do a bang-up job with traffic.
So you ain't saying that. Get out of here.
No, I don't.
Okay, so driving around now, we got a little issue out there. Johnny's going to talk about that in a quick minute in Livingston Parish. But all of South Louisiana enjoying kind of what you're stirring up here. A good day yesterday. Should be a good day today, maybe?
Yeah, we're going to squeeze one more good one. There's the sun, and we're going to squeeze every drop of that. And it looks like it's going to be a really nice one. Temperatures right now, we've leveled off. We got down to around 71, 72. Right now, we've come up to 73 just a couple of minutes ago. Winds are common. A little bit of haziness out there. That's because there's a little bit of smokiness out there, and there's going to be an air quality alert. Yesterday, 96. We'll call 72 the unofficial low as of right now. Meanwhile, there you can see where the temperatures are expected to go on the graph model. They're going to take us up locally to 97. I agree with that. And over the next couple of nights, we're not going to be quite as cool as we've been. So another day and another round of air quality alerts. I mentioned that smokiness, that haziness, and still we're cranking out those Canadian wildfires way up to the north, and they drop right down the spine of the nation's midsection. In fact, if you look in and around Louisiana, you see some pretty decent smoke plumes that are forecast here over the next 24 to 36 hours. We keep the clock moving, and it's still there. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have another air quality alert for tomorrow. Big picture around the nation, we've got that big area of high pressure. Sometimes that's referred to as a heat dome out here. Not as much heat over here in Louisiana, but to our neighbors to the west in Texas, they're going to have another round of excessive heat warnings over there. And you can see the showers by the four corners up in the higher elevations. You see how they wrap around the outer periphery of that area of high pressure. Not only the smoke getting directed down to the south, but you see those fiery oranges right around Louisiana, and that's going to be in one more day of that very dry, very stable air that we have already fallen in love with, but it can't last forever. So here's where the moisture starts to come back into the picture, and that looks like it's going to be on the back end of the weekend going in the next work week. The net difference is not that big of a deal, but as we get into next week or on Monday, you start to see we're going to pump up those peak heat indices the way it feels out there. So we don't need any heat advisories right now. Next week, that might be another story. As for when will you need the umbrella? Well, certainly not today. Well, at least unless you're you're going to use it to block out the sun, right? And then for Friday, maybe a coastal shower. That'll be about it. Matter of fact, Saturday looks even drier. Taking Saturday back down to a 10%. And then on Sunday, we'll finally get a little bit more coverage here. But even on Sunday, not everybody gets wet. We'll go up to about a 30% chance of a few showers and thunderstorms. But whatever we get over the next 7 days, all added up and put together, doesn't amount to much. It's going to be generally less than 1/4 of an inch altogether. Now, here's something you don't want to see. 6 to 10 day temperature trend in the long range. And it actually really does look like a tongue right here. And that is some really hot stuff. We don't want that. Me no likey those reds there. Lots of sunshine. No chance of rain for today. 97, but it's going to feel like 97. So we're going to take that. As I mentioned, we're not going to cool down quite as much next couple of nights. I'm kind of optimistic. Maybe we can get a little bit lower than 75, but that's probably not going to be the deal. Saturday, Sunday, they're similar days, both days with temperature a little bit higher on that 30% Sunday afternoon. But again, your outdoor plan's looking good. We don't even go a little bit higher till the end of the 10-day. We can go up to a 40% chance. We're not really going to cut into these highs. Very consistent, 96, 97 for a big part of that 10-day. But hey, tropics are quiet. Looks like they stay quiet for the next 5 to 7 days. Just keep our fingers crossed on that, right? 7:08 out your door. Johnny A., you got a little bit of red on those maps.
We do, and it's our normal morning backup coming out of Livingston Parish, though. And we do have a couple of areas that are not part of our normal morning. Livingston Frost exit, Highway 63, right down here where it goes to Highway 444. It's a pretty serious crash. They're still investigating that. Happened a little earlier this morning, and there's still some congestion in that area while they continue that accident investigation. Kind of widen our shot and take you back into East Baton Rouge Parish, more specifically right over here to the Seagan-Burbank area. We have a crash with injuries. Look at the congestion in that area. That's going to be right around Highland and Burbank as you make your way in and around. So, and it changes automatically as conditions in the roads change. So that's a lot of stop and go traffic on Highland Road approaching that intersection this morning. Be aware of that. And widen our shot again. Take you right on down to the 1012 merge later tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. We're going to have a closure, full closure of I-12 right there where it goes beneath I-10, and that's going to be 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. nightly. It's going to happen tonight through Saturday. Full closure of I-12 right there at the 1012 merge, and we have an easy route for you to detour. Go over to I-10 at Essen and hang a left under the interstate at Essen, get right back on I-12 that way, and that'll be again starting tonight after 10 o'clock. Matt Williams with some headlines you may have missed on WAFB's 9 News this morning. We do it every morning right here on the Plus. You're watching WAFB 9 News Now.
All right, folks, welcome back to it. Let's run through a few headlines for you, some of the things we're following, including this. Actually, looking for some answers this morning after something that happened last night. Let's get you out to the scene. This is just north of LSU. Shots fired, according to BRPD. Not quite sure what exactly was going on, though, but according to BRPD, it was part of a police pursuit. They also tell us, though, nobody was hurt. If you got any information that can help them out here, get involved, it's going to be 344-STOP. National level, the big headline, of course, continues to be the Democratic National Convention. Night 4 tonight. Last night, obviously, night 3. The big headliners, you had former President Bill Clinton on stage, but of course the keynote, the Minnesota Governor Tim Walz there officially accepting his party's nomination, his son right there, to be the Vice President of the United States. So again, that leads us to tonight, the final night. Kamala Harris will officially accept, of course, the party's nomination for president. We'll continue to follow that for you. Also want to get you a look, though, from the national level, state level here. Governor Jeff Landry actually had one more thing, DNC program updates. You kind of know this. We're going to follow that for you 8 to 10 o'clock tonight. That's going to be the reality for the programs until the DNC is over. So as mentioned, Governor Jeff Landry up in Monroe giving the State of the State address, focusing on a few things, talking about education in the state, talking about health care in the state, what moves he would like to make over the next number of years. We'll see what actually gets done. We'll follow, of course, for you. But yeah, State of the State address from Governor Jeff Landry up in Monroe. Want to let you know about this. Get up to Baker for a conversation with CATS, Capital Area Transit System, maybe some route changes there to Route 70. Once your feedback on links, that's kind of the on-demand driving around there for the CATS system. So they want to hear from you again. That's going on in Baker a little bit later on. Also in Livingston Parish, conversation here that proposed Deer Run subdivision. Moving forward with this, if you'd like to continue to put those 2 to 5 to 10 maybe cents of yours in, begins at 5 o'clock today there, the parish government building right there on Government Boulevard. Also going on today, the pet vaccine clinic. We talked about this. This is East Baton Rouge, and it's Metro Councilman Darrell Hurst going to be a part of this. He's teaming up with the good folks, Companion Animal Alliance, going to do this over at Glen Oaks Park Elementary School. You know where that is on Lanier Drive? They're running it this evening. You see the times. Free vaccines, some food, some collars, some leashes, all the good stuff. Again, take advantage of that if you'd like to. Also, tonight, want to let you know, 6:30 this evening, right after 9 News at 6, WFB Sports Southern football special, Engraving a Legacy. Getting back to it, the blue and gold about ready to kick things off up there on the bluff. So we'll see exactly what they have to offer as that season gets going. Again, Engraving a Legacy tonight at 6:30. So that's something else we talked about as well. Mary Beth Perkins, the Cancer Center, they're going to have one of their mobile buses out at Webb's Barbershop. You know where that is? Just off Government Street, kind of near downtown. Why? They want you to go out and get screened for cancer. Calling all men. Get out there and get checked. Look, prostate cancer, colorectal cancer can be prevented or can be, fought if caught early. That's the whole idea behind this, Jared. And so if you have the opportunity, make your way out to Webb Park. We'll talk a bit about Foodie Fix coming up a little later on.
Yeah, and that's really the thing with a lot of cancers. Think about it. A lot of them really are beatable these days, but early detection, it can't be stressed enough.
Yeah, it can't. I know it's an uncomfortable, but you know what? Just get it done. Man, why is it guys always got a problem?
Okay. We're not as mature. Is that it?
No, that's exactly right. Yep. See you later.
It's Truck Month at Team Toyota, where you'll find great savings on the reliable and versatile Toyota Tacoma. Or get 1.99% financing on the new Toyota Tundra or $3,000 customer cash. Don't miss these tremendous savings during Truck Month happening now at Team Toyota.